my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like, hate it, love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing Jones. Forced out to his left. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
From the 27, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Injuries delayed Rashad Bateman's arrival into the Baltimore Ravens lineup in 2021, but he still put up 515 yards in 12 games as a rookie. The Ravens do believe a 1,000-yard season is more than possible from their first rounder in 2022. Here, he gets him a first down.
Powers through him, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's free going down the left side. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Now a man who played his final season at nearby Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Penalty is declined.
Charles, I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of that. This makes serious sense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on third down, Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On third down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a dump off here complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Jones dancing to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack on first down, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Jackson now. He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Running right through him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 97 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Jones. Short little throw to Ebron. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Giants on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Ooh, with a juke. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Trying to improvise. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays and given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run once more with Edwards. Always got some breathing room. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal him. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell.